Some facts sound so strange that your brain rejects them before the explanation even starts. In this video, every fact is real, every story has a twist, and the first one begins with folding reality check. So listen closely, because the weirdest details are usually the ones that turn out to be true. Imagine being able to fold a piece of paper just one more time beyond what's considered humanly possible. A remarkable fact lies at the heart of this seemingly trivial task. The maximum number of times you can fold a standard sheet of paper is a mere 7, not 9 as some claim. This astonishing limitation is due to the inherent properties of paper itself, specifically its thickness and elasticity. When folded, the material compresses but doesn't quite reach the critical point where it would be forced into an exponentially smaller space. What's more striking is how this physical constraint echoes a broader phenomenon in our universe, the finite scale at which we exist. On Earth, we're accustomed to thinking of distances as vast or infinitesimal. Yet when placed alongside the unfathomable scales of interstellar expanses, even the most imposing mountains and oceans become microscopic. Consider the size of our planet as part of a galaxy, itself just one among billions in an expanding cosmos. It's no wonder that our everyday objects can reveal such humble limits when examined closely. As we go about our daily lives, it's easy to overlook the tiny details that surround us. But sometimes, these minute observations can reveal surprisingly vast truths about the world around us. Take, for instance, something as seemingly trivial as the way sweat drops are depicted in cartoon comic strips. They're actually called bloods. What makes this fact all the more fascinating is that it highlights just how much we take for granted our understanding of even the most mundane aspects of reality. We've been illustrating sweat droplets on characters' foreheads and clothes for generations, without ever stopping to consider what these little details might reveal about our own perception of the world. The existence of bloods in comic strips may seem like a trivial matter, but it speaks to a much broader phenomenon that even in the most everyday aspects of life, there lies a depth and complexity waiting to be uncovered. And yet, when we stop to consider just how small these details are within the grand tapestry of human experience, they can also serve as a humbling reminder of our own place within the vast expanse of space. The praying mantis, a master of stealth and patience, is often found lurking in the underbrush, waiting for its next meal to wander by. But what sets this insect apart from others in its class is its uncanny ability to turn its head with eerie precision. The praying mantis is the only insect that can rotate its head 180 degrees, allowing it to scan its surroundings with an almost human-like awareness. This unique characteristic is made possible by a specialized joint in its neck called the pronotum, which allows for incredible flexibility and range of motion. What's surprising about this fact is that most insects have a fixed head position, relying on their compound eyes to detect movement. The praying mantis's ability to turn its head gives it a significant advantage in hunting and evading predators, making it one of the most formidable insect hunters in the world. In the grand scheme of things, Earth's vastness is put into perspective when considering the intricate details and adaptations that exist within its ecosystems, reminding us of the incredible diversity and complexity of life on our planet. When you think about foods that don't spoil, honey is often at the top of the list, but what's so special about this sweet treat? On Earth, we've learned to preserve food in various ways: canning, freezing, dehydrating, but honey has managed to escape these conventions entirely. Its unique properties make it nearly indestructible. Low water content, acidity, and hydrogen peroxide all contribute to its remarkable shelf life. This is surprising when you consider that most foods require some form of preservation or special storage to prevent spoilage. Yet honey can be left out in the open without ever going bad. But what's even more fascinating is how bees create an antimicrobial environment within the hive, boiling down nectar into a concentrated liquid that not only preserves itself, but also inhibits bacterial growth. This natural process has allowed honey to last indefinitely, making it the only food we know of that doesn't spoil, and leaving us with a newfound appreciation for the incredible abilities of these tiny creatures and their unique production methods. As we go about our daily lives, it's easy to overlook the intricate details that surround us. But take a closer look at something as ordinary as a dime, and you'll be surprised by its precision engineering. Did you know that on its circumference, there are exactly 118 ridges around the edge? This isn't just a minor imperfection, but rather a deliberate design choice made by industrial engineers to ensure uniformity in mass production. The fact that these tiny ridges can be counted and measured with such accuracy is a testament to human ingenuity and precision. It's a small detail that reveals the incredible attention to detail that goes into creating everyday objects we often take for granted. As we marvel at the tiny details on our currency, it's worth considering just how minuscule they are compared to the vastness of the universe. After all, in cosmic terms, a dime is an infinitesimally small object, a fleeting speck in the grand tapestry of space and time. When we gaze up at the stars, it's easy to feel small compared to the vast expanse of space that surrounds us. The Earth seems like a tiny dot in an endless ocean of galaxies, stars, and planets. But did you know that when we look at our own planet, there are also tiny variations within its human population? Take, for instance, the prevalence of natural blondes. Research has shown that 1 in 14 women in America are born with this rare trait, making it a relatively common occurrence among females. In fact, the chances of being a natural blonde are higher for women than they are for men. Only 1 in 16 men share this characteristic. This phenomenon is quite surprising given the rarity of true blonde hair globally. It adds a fascinating layer to our understanding of human diversity and how unique characteristics can be more common in specific populations. As we gaze up at the stars, it's easy to feel a sense of detachment from the crimes that plague our planet. But let's take a step back and examine some unsettling statistics about human nature. One such statistic that should give us pause is that an astonishing 98% of all murders and rapes are committed by someone close to the victim, a family member or friend. This fact can be surprising, as we often assume that those closest to us would never commit such heinous acts. However, this reality paints a more complex picture of human relationships, where love and trust can sometimes be twisted into violence and betrayal. In essence, our nearest and dearest can hold the greatest capacity for harm, making it difficult to distinguish between safety and danger in our personal lives. This unsettling fact puts into perspective the intricate web of human relationships, where trust can easily turn toxic, leaving us questioning the true nature of love and loyalty that we often idealize. In a world where space facts often leave us in awe of the vastness and mysteries beyond our planet, there's another kind of small yet significant detail that can give us pause. Take Norfolk, Virginia, for instance. This American city is known for its quirky laws, one of which might raise an eyebrow or two. Yes, it's against the law to spit on the sidewalk in Norfolk. On the surface, this fact may seem trivial, but as we delve into its history, it takes on a more interesting light. With its rich maritime past and exposure to exotic diseases, spitting was likely discouraged as a way to prevent illness from spreading among sailors and traders who spent countless hours at sea. This law not only speaks to the city's history, but also raises questions about our culture and values. Is spitting really that bad? Or are we just imposing overly restrictive rules? Whatever the reason, this unusual fact gives us food for thought in a world where our planet is already feeling tiny in comparison to the vastness of space.